It's been about 10 years now since I've written something. Hemingway used to tell me, time passed is time learned, so more times pass, more you learn, more you gotta write about. Well, fuck him. What a miserable soul. Actually, a selfish one. Anyone who takes their own life does not care for those that care about him. I mean, I fought for that man. Broke my damn leg when he got into a drunken fight with that surrealist fuck, Dolly. Slim fuck couldn't throw a punch, the dead man laying right in front of him, but Ernie always taught me never turn down a good fight. What's he do? Turns his brains into a hole as big as Rhode Island. And again, that doesn't seem like half bad of an idea right about now. Like I said, it's been about 10 years now since I've written something. Although I did write a short story about 3 years ago, I gotta tell y'all about this, to which a New York critic said that I had lost my mind. So I wrote him a letter. Now, this was no ordinary letter. You see, what I did was I took some roadkill, cut out its brains and put it in a jar, and mailed it to him with a note that read, "Lost, the mind of Mickey Browning." Needless to say, he didn't appreciate the gesture. Said in his next article that I was even more psychotic than Van Gogh, because at least he had someone who he loved. To that I said thank you. But really, I meant once again, go fuck yourself. I curse a lot, in case you may not notice. Use profane language, as they might say. I feel like it keeps the conversation on its toes. It's funny, people think because you're a writer, you gotta be cordial and articulate, but it's just a bunch of crockett shit. See, I'm a Southern gentleman who's only a gentleman when he needs to be, and that's about as often as a successful marriage to a prostitute, so no thank you. I like to listen to Sidney Bechet when I write. I feel like he understands the pain of living in a place so damn beautiful and knowing that the rest of the world is meaner than a sack full of rattlesnakes. Like Paris. Ernie and Francis, they love Paris, but I wasn't really fond of the Parisians. They think too highly of themselves. Not that I don't, but I have good reason. Anyway, y'all, we're here for something. Here it is. My last will and testament. A list of things that I want people to have when I die. Reflection's an interesting thing, ain't it? You look back at your life, the abundance of joyful moments, but you can't really remember them in much detail. Conversely, you look at the moments of dread, the real fucked up shit, you know? Typewriters filled to the brim with ink, empty bottles, and remember them with the utmost meticulousness. As I get closer to opening the door to Bergman's Grim Reaper and playing a game of chess, I've come to realize that Freud was right. You see, he said that the purpose of psychoanalysis is to replace neurotic suffering with general unhappiness. Now, I don't really have a soft spot for shrinks, but that one I like. See, it gives me comfort knowing that happiness eludes most of us to a certain extent. Lets me know that I'm not the only miserable son of a bitch who's gonna die a miserable son of a bitch. Hell, it gives me comfort with death. We're writing this will, a validation of my mortality. You know what the funny thing about that is that might be the best damn thing I've written in ages. Ain't even a story by definition, not composed of characters that I've come across in my shitstorm of a life. Just a laundry list of things I have at the end of it. And I tried. I did. I waited and I tried. And it's funny, people think that in order to transcend oneself, a miracle must occur, an act of divinity by God that goes exactly as you planned. But the thing about miracles is they are random and spontaneous. You see, they come from a crack in the wall. And and you say, I'm gonna fix it, and then a week goes by, and then a month goes by, and then one day a little cockroach comes out, little bitty vermin thing comes out, and it goes up your foot, up your leg, onto your chest arm, and then up onto your finger, right as it's on the trigger. And you look down at it, and you realize that even Oppenheimer's greatest invention could not destroy it. But it too will die, so why rush it? You know, it took me a while to understand what Ernie was talking about, the whole time passed, time learned nonsense. Waited a long time for that moment of inspiration, that moment where I felt fulfilled. Moment that everyone I loved told me would come, that I just had to be patient, Mickey, just wait. And yes, I did love. And it's ironic that it took me confronting my demise to understand my life, to understand that I have learned, that I have created, that I have given and taken, that I have lived. If I'm gonna be honest though, up until that point, I hadn't learned a goddamn thing.
Dan Weingarten,
What's up?
comedian, writer, actor, come on out.
Yeah,
Dan,
thanks.
and your piece, The Space Between.
That's, yeah, I don't know if that's the title of the piece. I don't know how they got that.
Oh.
I think I was literally just space between, just two speakers. I think that's what happened. I guess one email got lost somewhere. I don't really know what happened.
That's the best way to title something.
yeah,
don't you think?
exactly,
From
right?
now on, will you please call it The Space Between?
Everything I write will be the space
The
between.
Space Between.
Exactly.
I think that's
That's it.
Thanks for being back with us again.
Well, no,
this
thank you
year.
for having me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Appreciate
Dan
it.
Weingarten.
Have a good one.